Breakfast may be the most important meal of the day, but if you're like me, it's also the hardest to get on the table. So I asked home nutritionist Dara-Lee Scanlon to help us out with some quick, nutritious breakfast ideas. Welcome, Dara-Lee.
Thank you, Sarah.
I came to Dara-Lee and said, help! I'm feeling like such a terrible mother. My mother was very creative with breakfast. We used to have chipped beef on toast. We used to have, you know, fried eggs or eggs in a basket. Or I mean, it was all, you know, pancakes, waffles, the whole shebang. And of course, all of those things were great when I was a kid, but now we're looking at no-fat alternatives.
Those are all high in fat. There is, Sarah, there's some really interesting new breakfast research from the University of California, which are showing that people who eat breakfast actually live longer than people who don't eat breakfast.
Really?
How about that? And also, people who eat breakfast burn calories faster at a higher metabolic rate than people who skip breakfast. And kids who unfortunately go to school without breakfast, poor performance and bad scores on tests.
And I also heard once there was a study done on accidents in the workplace, that something like 80% of all accidents in the workplace, those people had not had breakfast that morning.
They were hypoglycemic. They were fatigued. Okay, what do you normally have for breakfast?
I have that disgusting shake that everybody teases me about because I can't sit down. So I'm walking with the thing, you know, around everywhere.
Well, I'm going to show you something that you can eat on your own. But what do you feed your family?
They eat cereal, and I have tried so hard to offer them alternatives, and they just go back to the cereal. So
like maybe this cereal over here?
Cheerios we buy in bulk at our house.
Well,
we live on Cheerios.
Now this is low in sugar, so it's not that bad, but it's high in salt. Really? So there's some bitter choices here, but it's not that terrible. It's only moderate in terms of fiber, though. Okay. And these waffles...
Oh, Eggos, yes. Grab them out of the freezer, throw them in the toaster, bing, you got waffles.
And bing goes the fat, because these are more than 50% fat. So they're high in fat, so we can do better alternatives.
50%.
50%. What I'm going to show you are some alternatives for low-fat breakfasts. Okay. These will be less than 30% fat, 200 to 300 calories each. They'll be low in sodium and low in cholesterol. Okay. To begin with, to start off with a great breakfast here, we have an alternative to, say, a peanut butter sandwich or peanut butter on toast. Kids will love this. A peanut butter muffin. It is only about 85 calories, so it's only about half the calories of a typical muffin. We've rendered it out here. We've got vitamin C from our oranges. We're pulling in calcium from the juice. So this is a fast way, a fun way for a kid to enjoy wholesome, B-complex. It's also pastry flour, whole wheat pastry flour, so it makes them lighter.
Pastry flour, so that's the key.
Whole wheat pastry flour.
Does that help when they're a low-fat muffin, the pastry flour, to keep them moist?
It does. We've also added bran to this, so there's more fiber now that you would have in that cereal. So this is a better choice.
Okay.
All right. Now,
you can make them ahead, too, right?
Yes.
Freeze them and...
Oh, it's always best to do that. Make up a batch, freeze them, and then just throw them in the microwave or the toaster oven. Handled.
Great.
Kids are going to love this. Okay. This is an unpeeled banana split. Now you'd have to help Colin with this, okay? You'd have to cut the banana for him. So let's cut the banana. Here, okay, down.
And this is a non-fat or low-fat yogurt?
Yes, we've got non-fat yogurt here. I'm going to use 2 scoops. I'm going to have a 1/4 cup of strawberries, and then we're going to add a fat-free granola, brand new product on the market. Most granolas are so high in fat that you sort of just do this at them, but this happens to be a very good choice. So
it's very confusing out there.
I know,
you're trying to do the right thing, and sometimes the labels are not very clear on these boxes that we pick up in the grocery store.
Thank goodness.
And I didn't know that granola was high in fat.
It is, but...
Because of the nuts and things?
Because of the nuts and things, and they usually fry it. So it's steeped in it. It starts out great because it's rolled oats and it's fruit, but it ends up being fried in fat. And so, please, okay. All right. Now, we've sliced this banana open. Okay, so now we're going to put 2 scoops. Any favorite yogurt, whatever the favorite flavor is. This happens to be strawberry. We'll put a couple of scoops in here.
All right.
Okay,
could you use unflavored and maybe put some cinnamon in there for some...
You can if the child will eat it, but it's a little more tart in the flavor, so I thought, you know, better to. And then we'll put some strawberries. See, letting the kids can decorate it like this. Okay, strawberries. Now we're going to sprinkle on some. This is the non-fat granola. This happens to be tropical granola. We've got tropical slices. Do you want to try some of that?
Okay.
Let's grab a spoon. You got a spoon. You got a spoon.
Here, I'll just steal this one. So you get the crunchiness of the granola.
This is right, crunchy. This is a crunchy banana split.
You cover a lot of food groups with this.
Absolutely. I've got them all covered in this one little bit. We've got calcium. We've got protein. We've got fiber. Potassium from the banana. What do you think?
That is good.
Isn't that good?
That's very good.
I think kids will love that. Now, you eat on the run, okay? I've got a companion for that shake. An eggless McMuffin.
Oh, I thought you were going to say this was bad.
Oh, no, no, no.
Because I go driving down the street and my car goes meow right into one of those fast food places.
Well, I want you to go meow away from that fast food place because you're going to do this at home and take it with you, all right?
Okay.
Now, this I call it an eggless McMuffin. It's whole wheat muffin. In here we have Canadian bacon, better choice than bacon because Canadian bacon has 3 times the protein. It has less fat. We have teamed this up with low-fat cheese. Notice it's not all gooey, wooey all over the place because there's not a lot of fat in that cheese.
And no mayonnaise on there, huh?
Well, dry. Try it just this way. But if you have to, a little bit is okay.
Just a
little
smear.
Yeah, just
run it by the mayonnaise real quick. Okay. And what do we have here?
Weekend breakfast.
See, this is the other thing, is we try to do really well during the week, and then on the weekends, boy, we get out that bacon, and we get out all that stuff, and it's so bad.
Well, here's something that's going to taste great, that's still going to be under our 30% fat limit, and you're going to feel full and satisfied. We're starting out with, now these I call potato crisps. These happen to be, they're not fried, they're baked in the oven. I use a vegetable spray. This way you can control the amount of fat going on those vegetables. Don't be a heavy-handed shooter, though, on the spray.
Okay.
Just a little, all right?
All right.
We've teamed it also with lean ham instead of sausage. Sausage is dripping in fat. Lean ham here slices the fat calories in half.
Okay.
Brand new product on the market. This is called Simply Eggs. They have removed 80% of the fat from real eggs. And so instead of egg substitutes, we have a real egg product here.
Okay.
You know how they do this? They put in some starch, and it gets hold of the cholesterol in the yolk.
This is
they
Catherine
spin
Wentz
it
from
around,
Westwood.
and voila.
We've been talking
Hi,
about these
Catherine.
eggs.
Hi.
So I'm
This
sorry,
isn't
don't let
on
us
the-
interrupt you. We're just going to taste them.
Okay.
Okay, this isn't on the market yet. It'll be on the market in how long?
In about 3 weeks. This tastes like real eggs without the heavy cholesterol. It's only about 50 milligrams versus 215 in most eggs.
Wow.
So this, and it tastes like real eggs. So let's see what you think.
Does it taste like real eggs, though?
It does.
Well, have a taste.
Okay. All right.
Is this
It does.
comparably priced to
If you've ever been
other
in the
egg
service,
substitutes?
these
I'll
eggs
tell you the
taste
truth.
great.
Yes, it is.
You
I'll
guys
tell
know
you
what I
the
mean.
truth. It tastes like real eggs.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
It really
What are those
does.
peanut butter? What do you think? You like it, Catherine? Anything else
That
you
other
want to...
stuff is a little
Right.
iffy.
You want to try anything else?
And
I'd
it
like
is
to put some
comparably
of that
priced.
egg on the eggless McMuffin.
Okay, well, why don't you do
That
that?
would be a great idea, too. Certainly. Now
I'm going to try some
you
of
have
that
an egg
granola.
McMuffin.
Here,
You
go
can have
ahead.
it
Be our
both
guest,
ways.
Catherine.
And then this is the fat-free granola.
This is on the market right now. It is the first fat-free granola. So here's your chance to enjoy it. It makes it for a great just snacking little snack.
Ooh, that's good.
Right out of
Thank
the
you
box.
That
very
granola's
much.
good.
You've really given me some creative good ideas. Hope you'll try them too.
check it out.
We'll be right back after this. She's going to add that.